I can find it while we're going live. I want to play this clip because it's like what we were talking about yesterday, and I think you want to hear it, man. Let me see.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Man, I don't know if I have it.
I'm with it.
Do I have it? I think I have it. I think I have the clip. It looks kind of weird, so I might just play the audio because it'll probably be copyright. Yeah. Yep, I got it. I got the clip. Okay, I got to show that because I heard it and I was like, Rad would love this. Also, I found a play where Goff stepped up in the pocket today. So
oh, perfect.
It was yes,
perfect.
Yes.
Did you get one? Did you get one with him like throwing a shedding a sack or anything like that or no? We couldn't find that.
Sack. I didn't, but I know where one is. So if you want me to pull that up, I can do that. But the first play I watched today, he stepped up in the pocket and dumped it off. So all right. If that's what you're talking about, I'll show you, and then you tell me if that's what you were looking for.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Brad. I watched every offensive play today, the All-22, with noted all. So I'm feeling good on that.
Yeah, here he goes.
Yeah, man. How you doing, man? I see you with that shirt.
I'm good, man. I thought I'd throw this shirt on and Golf we trust. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still my guy. He's still our quarterback. And I slept on what we talked about yesterday. Can you hear me? Do I sound okay? Am I sounding okay?
You sound amazing. Yes.
Okay. So, I thought about what we talked about yesterday about your boy. We'll talk about it when we go live.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, man. Did you make that intro? I know you said you were sending it over. I didn't know if you.
I did, but I think I did make it and I sent it over, but I think I spelled your email wrong, so it went to the wrong person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what happened the first time I was trying to make it, and then I was like, "Oh, it's not working." So that's why I kind of put that in. And so, okay, no, that makes sense. That's good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we'll just for now we'll just play the old one. We haven't had an intro play on here in a minute, so let's play an old one.
Oh, okay. You're tripping. We live. Oh, that's it.
Guess even kings get scared, huh?
Sequence touchdown.
And you got what?
9-8. That's not crazy.
Swift on Pro Bowl this year. Lock it in.
Zone touchdown, Detroit Lions.
8 Flowers for a 3rd round pick.
No,
you're tripping.
The gut punches will stop.
Yo, welcome back to the Last Second Dose where we doing the most, baby. I ain't seen that intro in a minute. It was kind of good to bring that out, Dose. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I like that. The little putting the headphones on. We look like we ready to get in it, get in the trenches, grind, show that grit. I see you got your coach's hat on. Hey, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Rad out here in Rip City, Portland, Oregon. Big repping them Detroit Lions. Us first, everybody. Gonna make the playoffs. Gonna shock the world. But I got that guy. Y'all know, the man. Mr. Mustachio. A.K.A. McStats. Coach Dose of Dion.
I feel like a lot of stuff in that intro works still, Rad. Like a lot of stuff we said is legit this year. 9-8, bro. Like that ain't crazy. Trey Flowers, man, you shouldn't have traded him. That ain't crazy. So a lot of the stuff still works.
Stop. Trey Flowers, I wish we would have got that 3rd round pick for Trey Flowers. But everything we talk about here, they need to listen to us because we'd already be in the playoffs. If they listen to our show, we've already clinched the playoffs.
See, I think, but what they probably need to just take some from both of us because I've definitely had some big time whiffs in there, and the Trey Flowers ones. Because it's either 3rd round pick or 3 tackles. It's kind of your choice. So the 3rd round pick may have been better than the 3 tackles. I think he's gave the Dolphins. So we may have missed on that one.
And Jared Goff, you know what? I'm good, bro. I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about my golful comments yesterday.
Okay.
I think golf is having a solid season. I'm still not 100% sold that he is our quarterback. But the points you made yesterday on point where we get a quarterback at a mid-level contract and we continue to build around him, it makes a lot of sense. If we don't have to waste a draft pick on getting a quarterback who could potentially hit or miss, you never know with these quarterbacks nowadays. I think as of now, I'm going to say it right now. I know we're a little early in the show. I'm going to say it right now. I think as of right now, I'm going to rock with Goff. I'd like us to just draft defense, and defense.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just rock with Goff and see what he do.
So
there it is.
That was a good way to open it.
There it is.
I'm gonna play this clip.
Okay, play it.
I need to play this clip for you that I found. I'm not gonna show it on the screen because I'm pretty sure it'll be copyright. So I don't know where I heard that. I heard it somewhere today, and then I was like, "What is this?" I have to look up who's talking. Found out this is the dude that's doing the Lions game on Sunday. I'm like, okay, so he's doing his weekly stuff for the game. And then he was talking, like they opened up talking about the Lions. I was like, oh shoot, okay. And what he was saying, because I know he's done a couple of Lions games, I thought was perfect to what we said yesterday. But I'm not going to show the screen because I'm pretty sure it's copyright. So let me remove it. Does it still play the audio? Brad, let me know if you can hear this. I'm going to test it.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my daughter's Switch connected to the Wi-Fi, but I'm
good?
Listening.
Can you hear this?
No.
Okay. I'm struggling. Let me I guess I could show the screen. I don't know if it's copyright or not, but who cares? You know what? Let's just take a swing for it, Take a swing for it. I saw this today. Let's see what happens. There's no music on this. Here you go.
As you're looking at film now, it's bad. And this is a great defensive line draft. What do you make of the suggestion that Goff, maybe you go get a quarterback?
Anybody that's suggesting they use their top pick to get a quarterback has not watched Jared Goff play in the last 5 weeks. He has been the second, third best quarterback in the NFC, and it's not even close. The way that he is manipulating the defenses, the way that he is throwing the football, I always look at the accuracy, I look at the timing, and I look at the anticipation. He's got it all. And most importantly, last 4 games, no interceptions.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the beef is with Jared Goff, but he is playing really, really good football. And frankly, it was about time because he just needed his weapons back. You get the O-line healthy, you got DeAndre Swift healthy, you have the receivers healthy, and all of a sudden you can see what Jared Goff can do with this offense.
Yeah, we've been saying it all year, John.
Could you hear that, or did I cut it out when I switched?
I did. I heard Jonathan Vilma.
Okay.
He's playing like the third best NFC quarterback.
Man, what does that mean?
So we got Hurts. I'm just trying to see if he's accurate.
Hurts definitely.
Hey, here you go, Ladybug. I'm just trying to think through it. I'm sorry. Hurts.
You're good. Yeah, Hurts for sure.
I could agree. I don't know if top 3. I could possibly give him top 5. Yes. NFC top 5. Yes, because I feel like as of right now, like the top tier quarterbacks are. Who?
Geno's probably up there.
Geno's playing good football. I'm not about to sit here and knock Geno Smith because of his past, his history. But as of right now, like Geno is playing some good football.
That's really it out of that NFC West.
None of them jokers are playing really. Besides him. Whoa, chill out with Kyler.
Jimmy G. I didn't mean it. I was,
You threw Kyler, and I heard his name didn't have to come up.
I had to go to the division. Okay. Mariota just got
Brady,
Mariota.
Hold on, Mariota. Okay, and then we go.
Dak.
I'm not a fan of Dak. I don't know. Dak just doesn't. I don't know what it is about Dak, bro.
I'm actually with you there. Yeah.
So just Hurts. I don't like Danny Dimes. And then who is it? Heineke over there. Heineke's winning games. So I don't know if he's playing. I haven't checked his stats. You know what? I can agree. I'm gonna give it top 5 without even really doing research.
We'll give him 2.
Top 2.
Top 2 in these in NFC.
Come on, man. Let's just can we agree on top 5?
No, that's subjective. I think that's fair. I mean, no. Can you like if you gave me like a legit name and I was like, oh yeah, he's clearly he's better right now. There isn't one. Other than
I
that,
think
I'll
it's
give you
top.
hits.
I think Goff is playing top 5 football without doing any research, just watching film. Yes, I could say
the
Goff is
NFL?
doing top 5.
So you
NFC.
saying NFC? Oh, okay. So why are you lowballing it like that? That's what I feel like you're doing here.
God,
I mean, you came in with some great energy. I'm just wondering what's
I
happening.
did. I had to. I mean, after the show, I really thought about what the things you were saying.
Yeah,
You know what I
No,
mean? I talked to a couple people, talked to my consultants, and they were like, you know what? Hey, Goff really isn't playing that bad. The smart thing to do. I had to talk it over with my consultants, and I think I really don't. Look, bro, I've said this plenty of times. I would love for Goff to pan out for us because then we build more talent around him. And when you brought up numbers and contracts, it's like, yeah, if we can continue to lock in a quarterback at 30 mil and he's playing as a top 5 NFC quarterback, that's a no-brainer. Now let's continue to build on the defense because offensively, I think we're golden. On the offensive end, all we need is depth. I don't think we need anybody that can just come in and just like, not unless you're just a dog, come take a starting position.
Mhm.
Like, because if we brought back the same receiving core with Chark, J-Mo, Saint, we're good on the outside. Offensive line, we're good. We're going to get Big V back. If not, we got Evan Brown, blase, we're good there. Running backs, we're good. But I think we need depth. Like, I don't mind us. We're going to talk team needs in a little bit. So, yeah, if we can just go plug in a bunch of defensive players, yes, I'm all about that. Continue to build with defense through the draft, get some more youngins. And the current youngins are going to continue to grow because they're going to have more off seasons and things like that and get NFL snaps. So they can't do nothing but get better. Kirby Joseph will be better next year. Barnes will be better next year. Rodrigo, I can go through the list of these youngins. McNeil is going to continue to get better. Levi will be back.
Oh,
like James Houston, our best pass rusher, will be better. I said pass rusher, y'all. I didn't say James Houston is our best D lineman. He is our best pass rusher. If Panda was here, he would throw it up again. We talked about it yesterday. The dude's played 20 snaps and got 3 sacks. You got to give him some credit.
Yeah, giving him credit. You'd say the best pass. I mean, because if he was the best pass rusher, he would have went before Hutch in the draft, right? I mean, he would have at least been somewhat in the area.
No, because he's not super effective against the run. He's undersized.
So that's round 6. That ain't round 6. You'll draft a guy. He's our pass rusher.
He's our Hassan Reddick.
Okay, I rock with it, man. He's been playing good. This question, we'll hit this question. I think that this is interesting, and then I'm also going to throw up the injury report real quick from today because this just.
You want to go?
You want to hit this question, man?
I don't think that affects us much because I was a huge Baker Mayfield fan. I've been one since OU since he came out. But as far as NFL film, he doesn't seem to be very consistent. He may win them a couple more games, but we're gonna get a top. I'm gonna say we're gonna get a top 8 pick from the Rams, and I'm perfectly fine with that. If obviously you want a top 10, but now you're getting that top 8. Let's call it the Elite 8. If we can get a top 8 pick out of the Rams, I'm golden with that. I don't think Baker's gonna affect it too much to we drop out of the top 10. I think we're gonna end up with a top 8. I don't think we're gonna end up with that top 3 if Baker ends up taking over the job and starting and things like that. Yeah, I think he could help them a little bit and win some games, but Baker's not just a killer. I used to be a big fan, but he just can't figure it out. So I think we'll still end up in the top 8. And I'm cool with that if we can end up with a top 8.
Yep. No,
I think that's a win for us.
100%. I think if it lands top 10, that's unreal.
That's money.
Top 10 pick. That would be unreal.
That's money.
I mean, we were thinking coming in this year. I think most people were, and even me and you who thought Lions would be good, but the idea was our pick's still going to be better than the Rams pick.
100%. 100%.
It was like, man, Rams might pick 28 or something, or maybe they'll win the Super Bowl again. That was kind of the idea. Now it's completely flipped. I'm with you. The issue is I think Baker makes them better, probably. But I don't know if that means they're going to win because they weren't winning when Stafford was healthy. It's like I don't think there's going to be much there because they can't pass protect, they can't run the ball. It's like and now that they're missing dudes on defense, they don't have Kupp, so I don't think it's going to do much. But they could win the night. I could see them winning tonight at home against the Raiders. I could see that. They do also have Green Bay coming up and the Broncos. Like they got some weak teams coming up, so unfortunately they might get a couple. But yeah, I think you hit it. If this is a top, would you say top 8, top 10? If this is a top 10 draft pick, that's still great for us. It might change up positional though. Like if we had a top 3 pick, it might switch where we go position wise. But since we just hit on this, we may not even go quarterback anyway. it really may not make a difference other than trading out. I think the biggest, Brad, what do you think about this? If this ends up being, let's say we end up getting the third pick in the draft from the Rams, the potential to us moving back and getting like a haul like the Dolphins did, because that really started the whole Dolphins turnaround, was when they traded back. 49ers went up and got Trey Lance, and they, they flipped that into Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Bradley Chubb, and that's like flipped everything for him. That one trade plus a couple other picks thrown in. If we could somehow, because number 3 quarterback's still going to be there this year, it's going to be either Stroud or Young, or probably be sitting there still. Maybe someone else like Levis flies up for somebody, but there will be a quarterback that's probably wanted at 3, and there's also a team up there that I don't think is going to take a quarterback. Can't remember which team it is. So that's a possibility. I think
I would love that. I would love that possibility for us to move back and get more draft capital. 100%. 100%. And what Holmes has showed us is that he's not scared to move during draft day. So if he does that, let's say we get more draft capital, and if you want to make more moves throughout that day, he will do it. So 100%. Yes. I hope, I would love to end at 3. 100%. I would love it. Let's move back though. Because as of right now, I'm going to say it again, who just joined us, I do not want to take a quarterback with that third pick. I don't think it's necessary. I really don't. Let's get defenders.
I like
defenders.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, I don't know if I want to start digging into like prospects yet. Who's coming out? I don't know if it's that time just yet, because I feel like we got a good shot at making the playoffs. We talked about that yesterday.
It's long off season.
So let's just ride this wave right now. We got our current team. I think we nice. We play hard. Play calling's been amazing. We're golden. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. No,
I'm sorry.
We're gonna hit our needs. Good. I just want to show this real quick, just to update everybody.
Go ahead.
He's not on here. I don't know if you saw it, Rad. During the game, I was watching the offense today. There was a play on third down where Goff threw it away, and if you like Josh Reynolds, he just stopped. I don't know what happened. I thought he hurt himself. Like he was running his route, and then he just stood there and he hunched over like this. He put his hands on these and just stood there. I was like, what happened? But he's not on the injury report, so I guess it wasn't an injury. I don't know. It kind of scared me. I was like, oh, shoot. Anyway, though, this is concerning that KO's on here. It feels weird, though, because you've seen a lot of no participations on Thursday, which usually they come back on Thursday. For, like, illness, people get sick around this time. So this could be legit. It also could be, lines of being really cautionary with a lot of these dudes, it seems like. I mean, there's 3 guys with illness. Okudah, Khalif, and Sudfeld. That's not ideal. Specifically, Jeff Okudah. This is Jeff Okudah would be massive because what it meant last time we played the Vikings.
That would be terrible for us. We need him. I think Khalif is a big part of us too. I take Khalif. I want Khalif. Obviously, I want everybody that needs to be there. But those 2 for sure, they need to be playing, especially that Jeff Okudah.
Now, how about this, Rad?
That's huge. That's huge.
Oh, that could be a problem. Okay, Taylor Decker returning. Good stuff there. Will Harris got put on today for what? I didn't even see this one. Oh, for a hip injury. That's not great. Now, this is interesting, too. I'll touch it. Last time we played the Vikings, Mike Hughes started that slot. So if you think back to that, Mike Hughes was our slot corner in that game. Now it's become Will Harris. Interested, I'm assuming they'll just roll with Will Harris still. But if he couldn't go, Mike would probably get to start a slot. But then again, it depends on Jeff.
Not mad at it.
Jeff can't
I'm
go.
not mad at
Jeff
that.
can't have to start outside. You're not mad at that? Okay. And then we have Elliott. That's good. Swift. He's been good. And then, Jamal. So I don't know if there's any massive.
Okay, it's not looking too bad besides Okudah.
Yeah.
But at that point, you need to just get hydrated and rest, Playboy. Watch film. While you're resting, watch film. Because we need this win. We talked about it yesterday. We can't go any worse than 4-1. It's the Vikings and the Jets who I feel like are our biggest threats. And if we pull this off, we pull this off, the media is gonna go nuts. Y'all know it. They're gonna go nuts. If we pull this off, the media is about to go nuts, jumping on the bandwagon, and I don't want it.
Yeah,
I don't.
You're right, man. You're right. It is gonna go nuts. It's already though. Like they're already betting on us to win this game, Rad. They're already going that way.
We are favored. Are we still favored?
We are. Now it's 2.5. And now hear this stat. I didn't know this was true, but Vikings are 9-0 in 1-score games this year. That won't continue. That never continue. Usually it's like 50-50 with most teams. The Bills are terrible in those games. We lost them to them though in That's not going to continue. They're not going to win every game, one score game. I wouldn't think. And that shows like they played a lot of close games. They have gotten blown out by the two good teams they've played, Dallas and Philly, the two teams that are better than them. They got blown out. So the way I see it is, last time was a close game. I see why we're favored in this one. Like we might just straight up handle business. This might not even be a one score game. I kind of
we're hot right now. And we're hot right now. We're hot.
They're playing with fire. You saw that Jets game. They should have lost that one. They're playing with a lot of fire right now, Brad. What do you want to do? Do you want to talk this game, or do you want to talk needs first? What do you want to do?
Let's go needs.
Okay.
Then Vikings. You with that?
I like it. What week is this?
Really quick though, I was wanting to know. You just showed our injury report. Is there any way you can pull up the Vikings injury report?
Yes.
And we can kind of talk through that by chance? Because I was honestly just looking at my phone as you were talking to see if I could see what type of like big injuries the Vikings had.
Yeah.
I need my other screen, bro. This is weird. Not only doing it off one screen. I need my second screen. I'm not mobile. I can't, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like a mobile quarterback. I'm not mobile right now.
Oh my goodness.
I like to improvise. I can't improvise right now. I like to be able to improvise.
Yeah. So they don't have
shout out to the chat.
They only have yesterday's.
Put that up. Let's see what's even on.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to the chat real quick. We appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure y'all hit that like button one time for the one time. You're what they got? What they brewing?
Like yesterday.
How they ain't got Thursdays yet? They ain't got today. They on the same time zone as us, right? As Detroit. Why ain't theirs?
An hour different. I don't know.
Oh, it's an hour different. They're on Central.
I think so. I think they're an hour off from us. I think I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not the person to ask, man. So look, they got illness going on too. Look at all the players with illness. Hunter is massive. He's been their best defensive player. Harrison Smith, and he was huge because he didn't play last time we played him. I think he's one of their best players. They got all illness too. So I guess they're kind of in the same boat we are.
I don't wish evil on people, but hey, I'm trying to get into the playoffs. If they don't have Hunter and Harrison, that's gonna be kind of that should be huge. That should be huge.
This is
what I
Vikings already don't get a ton of pressure. Who?
Eric Kendricks, linebacker. I like him. Eric Kendricks, linebacker. I like him.
Kendricks is a dog.
I like him when they drafted him.
Second worst for me, Michael. Nice staircase, my guy. Hey, I'm telling you guys, he's hooked up back there. We're trying to get him to update maybe some of the jerseys he's got in the background, you know.
Can't do it. Won't do it. Won't.
It looks good though.
Do it.
That thing is clean. Rad's never spilled a drink on that carpet before. He's correct. That's a fun fact. So
he is right.
I think he vacuums every day.
I told him that a couple months ago. I mean, not too many people come down here, so you know what I'm saying. It just really be me. Like you got to be special. You got to be like invited. You got to pay for a ticket first off. RSVP, pay for a ticket, then you can come down and see the dungeon, the Lion's Den. Yeah, man. Yeah. Special. I mean, if you came over, like you could come down, like you're special. You can come down.
No ticket.
Just not anybody can come down here. Like you got to be a true Lions fan through and through. Bleed the blue. You can come down.
You got to. Yeah, you got to be able to like pass a quiz. Like if I hit you with a 100%, could you do it?
Right. Correct.
Got it.
Correct.
Name
I got
5
a question.
Lions players. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Current.
Yeah, you know what I'm playing. What's your question?
I was about to ask you a pop quiz question. Actually.
Okay. Oh.
That's funny you say that.
Yo,
name a 1990s. I'm gonna give you a whole decade Lions quarterback.
Scott Mitchell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got Rodney Peete. Was he in that era? He was in that era.
Yes, he was.
Eric Kramer.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I'll give you that. Okay.
There we go.
I respect it.
That was tough, though. That was difficult. I like that question. You hit me with
name one 1990s defensive back. Can be safety or corner.
Wait, hold on. I gotta be able to do.
I'm giving you a whole decade. Name one defensive back from the 90s.
Look, now I'm looking dumb. That's crazy. Oh man, I'm not gonna look at the chat. Wow.
Nope. Kobe's off.
I can't even name what it is.
That.
Wait, you said 90s?
190s. I'm giving you from 1990 to 99. You're not getting 2000 to 99.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
All right.
That's tough. Wow. See, now
we had Benny Blades. You could have named safety Benny Blades.
okay.
Terry Fair.
On the wall in there.
Ray Crockett.
Okay. See, they say Dre Bly. Bly was on here for like 3 years, right?
Bly was 2000s. He was in the 2000s era.
He was that little. He was here for like 3 or 4 years, I thought. You hit me with the 90s. Nice, it's too far, man. I don't know.
I know. I wanted to see if you could get in. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I want to see. I'll let you in, though, man. Just because of the mustache. You can get it.
The mustache will get you down here. It was whack, man. I'm just.
You about to have to shave your hair in a month.
That's what I'm getting prepared for. I'm just gonna be bald. I'm gonna shave everything.
And I'm gonna go blonde. I'm going blonde on the beard. You're
all right. I like it. Yeah, I'm with you, Kobe. I had no idea, bro. I didn't even see Dre Bly play. Let's do this.
He was nice.
He was nice. His numbers.
He was a ball hawk.
I know that.
He was sticky. And he was a ball hawk. Like you throw it near him, he's probably gonna try to go get that thing.
Was he better than Darius Slay?
Nah.
Okay.
I think he's been our probably like I would. He's in our since I've been alive. I would say he's in that top 5 to 3. Yes.
Okay.
Because I even like Chris Houston. I don't know if you remember Chris Houston.
I remember Houston. Yeah, I remember
solid coverage. Not really a ball hawk, but just like an athlete, kind of like a Okuda, athletic. Not really a ball hawk. Ain't gonna get you too many interceptions, but he can tackle. Okuda can tackle better than Chris Houston. I'm gonna put that out there. I don't want people to think that. But just like a burner, kind of good coverage, things like that.
Houston, they had Wright on the other side, right? That was the
Eric Wright.
Who they had?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They kind of rotated with that though, right? Because then remember Eric. Yeah, I guess it was. I wouldn't say it was really rotation. They just got Slay rotation because then it was Slay. Then he had Lawson. Then he had Tabor. They had another dude in there.
Rasheem Mathis.
Oh, Rasheem Mathis. That's who it was. He was probably the best one, but he was kind of like just hanging.
He was that wily veteran that came in and I think helped people out. Watch film. I think he was a good player. Like right now, I would love to have like a Rasheem Mathis on our team. Yeah, because we got a bunch of young corners, and I think Who?
We have Vaughn in the slot. Vaughn. Remember he had that pick on Atlanta.
Was it Chris Vaughn?
In London. Yeah, it was a C. It was something C. Something Vaughn, yeah. But yeah, he had that pick on Atlanta. I remember that. That was like the one pick I think he had as a line. Yeah, man. Those were the years, dude. We were trash, but actually I wouldn't say we were trash. Every game was just super, super exciting. That's what it was. Every game was
we were the comeback cats.
That's what we were. Yes. That's a good time, man. That was a good time to watch Lions football. Now we're just blowing teams out. It's boring now. That's not even fun to watch.
Oh gosh. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We blown one team out this season.
This is gonna be a problem. I'm telling you, Red. Someone's gonna have to hold me back when you come on here and blow out the Vikings. This show's gonna be let's do this though. Talk team needs because chat's already been doing it. Let's go down a list. I didn't really make a full-on list, but we can
I didn't make a list.
Through it. What comes to your mind, man? And when we say needs, chat, make this clear. This could be draft, free agency, trade. This could be a lot of ways. And it doesn't mean that if I say my need is this number one, that I'm saying you have to draft that with your top pick because you got to make sense of it. My biggest need is a kicker. I'm not drafting that at 3. Don't make sense. So, Brad, what's your highest need? What's your first need that sticks out to you for this team?
Highest need.
Yeah.
Highest need.
Yes, Ryan, you got it. That's the one, man.
Y'all are probably gonna hate me for this.
That's really.
I'm gonna. I mean, y'all can hate me for this. I'm gonna say our highest need is a CB1. A CB1.
Yep.
I don't think Okuda is a CB1. Okuda's good. Okuda's good, but I think Okuda is a CB2, possibly even a slot, because he loves to tackle.
Okay.
I think Okuda could get by with playing nickel, bro, because he's got good feet.
I don't think he can cover.
He can tackle well.
He can't
really.
Nah, but to be fair,
you don't think so?
Nah,
I think
like,
he's worked
had to
on
do
his
it only
feet
twice,
and his eyes
and
a
he was
lot.
awful.
I think he's worked on his feet and his eyes a lot. I think I might be going off of just like I know who he trained with. I don't know who he trained with, but the guy he was training with during his Achilles injury is like one of the best footwork DB coaches out there.
Okay.
So I think if he continued to work with him, the game is going to continue to slow down. I think he'd be a good nickel next year because he loves to tackle. He just needs to continue to work on his eyes and his footwork, but I think he's improved. I think CB1, a true shutdown, lockdown corner to cancel somebody's number one receiver is what we truly need. Okudah hasn't played bad, but I still don't see Okudah as a cornerback one. I don't. Y'all can call me crazy. I don't.
I'm with you. That's my number one need. Number one corner. We need number one corner.
Really? Is that yours
Find
too?
it somehow. That was my number one need. Find a number
sort
one
of guy. Oh, okay.
I told you, man. That's the first thing I wrote down.
Okay.
That was an easy one for me too, man. Like cornerback, I feel like it's so necessary. Well, I think the nice thing about cornerback is that we can prove that we need it because we've already seen how much it's helped us since we've gotten somebody back, and it's still not great to what you're saying. Now, the weird thing about corner to me is like, is there a shutdown corner in the NFL today? Like, can you be a shutdown corner with how it's played? You know, like you're gonna get burnt. Or what are you looking for in a shutdown corner? It makes me feel like what the Lions need at corner is a big time playmaker on the ball.
A playmaker.
Like, yeah,
okay, yep.
That's what they need. Because we thought Amani could become the one because he could make plays on the football, but he really couldn't cover that well. And with how much man we play, it's a tough ask to say someone play man and also make plays on the football. But that's what I would be shooting for because I know Glenn's going to want to play man. If you get a guy that can play man, he's going to have to check a lot of boxes, but that's why I'm cool with my top pick being that. But I would be looking for the dude to make plays like the Trayvon Diggs type. Like if I had a Trayvon Diggs type.
Yep. Or Ramsey.
Yes, then that boom. Okay, that would be great. Because that's what Aaron Glenn's defense. He likes to force turnovers. It's all about forcing turnovers. So we need that guy because Jeff hasn't ever been that historically. And I do think some of that's
just not him.
Man, but I don't. Yeah, it's a lot to ask though to say that we're gonna play more man than anybody, and we need you to force turnovers. Like that's difficult, especially the way that we do it because we're trying to press everybody. So maybe we have to shift that up a little bit. But that's what I would say. If there's a way that you could land, that's 100% the biggest need because that would shift everything for our defense. Okudah is your two, Jerry's your depth. Man, that shifts everything. Because if like it's you saw it.
So can Jerry?
Can I? Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I got just have a follow-up question. Go ahead.
You saw the Seattle game. When you watched that back, the Lions had to put so many resources to those two receivers. We couldn't do anything else. Like we would literally double team DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett on every third down, and that's when Gino would take off. It was like there was nobody else on the field because we double team those two guys. If we can't handle your number two one-on-one, we got a problem. Now at that time, I don't think Jerry wasn't starting at that time. It was still Amani, I think, and that's going to change now. But that's why we know that it means so much for this team. Like if we had a Marshawn Lattimore, that would be massive. That's where Aaron Glenn came from. If you had that kind of level, if you had a Denzel Ward type, like if you had that, I think that'd be huge.
Okay.
What's your question?
My follow-up question, do you think, because you just mentioned Jerry Jacobs' depth, can he play nickel slot?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I don't think we're sold there yet. Like I still think we need like Hughes isn't bad. Will Harris can't man cover. I think Will Harris is a good tackler, solid in zone. You can tell he watches film. Oh, shout out to Marshall, man. Shout out to Marshall. And I was about to go to number 2. We need a disruptive. Okay.
I thought you're still making your point. If you want to keep making a point,
Jerry, I just think we're not sold. I'm not sold on any of these nickels or slots because the pass rush is about to come. Aiden Hutchins is going to continue to develop. James Houston, who I think is the best pass rusher. I'm thinking third down passing situations. Okay. We're going to be okay on the D-line. Your boy Romeo's coming back. I don't know nothing about him just yet. Julian, I thought, was having a solid season, but he's coming back also. He'll be back soon. So it's like...
Even AB does work. He does some work for being a bottom depth guy.
Austin Bryant, he's solid, but I told you I wanted him cut for that bonehead play.
I know. And so he had a pretty good game, though, which is unfortunate.
I don't care. I've given up on Austin Bryant. I have given up on him.
Oh, my goodness. He played
my
well.
Love is like... I don't... Look, bro, them bonehead plays that in clutch situations, I'm sorry. I'm done with Austin Bryant. I was one of his fans. I wouldn't mind if he'd got re-signed for a cheapo depot deal, but I'm done with Austin Bryant. I think the CB1, and I want to know, so can Jerry play this slot? Because I think we still need a nickel. And I want that to be addressed, and I'll tell you which round I want that to be addressed in.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think this nickel's first off. I think nickel in general is weird because I think every team looks for a different slot. Like if you think about to this offseason, what we went after was Mike Hughes. I don't know if they signed him to be the slot. I'm still not sure about that because I never saw him in training camp actually play slot. But they decided when the season started, he's going to play slot, and we're going
because he's versatile
outside, which is weird. But he's been much better on the outside, right? I mean, we all agree on that. He's been better on the outside
for us.
The reason I think Will could stick at slot or nickel is because of the style that we asked him to play. But I agree to your point. He's not great in man coverage, so he's limited. Like he's going to be limited. Like this week, I'm saying, it may not be the best. And
I'm not putting him on Thielen.
No, I'm not putting him on Thielen, but I'm saying like when Justin Jefferson goes to the slot, Okuda's going to have to follow that like he did last time, and they're going to have to double team and help off of it because you can't just have Will Harris pick that up. It's probably going to be an issue. But then at the same time, it's like, how do you really like? To me, I get it. I want to get your thoughts on this. How do you draft a nickel to a point because it's like the response like you can't like I struggle to see a slot corner that can just straight up play man coverage. Like name me a slot in the league that can like, man, he could just play one-on-one. It's almost like because they have so many options off the line, you're having to have safety help, or you're looking for a big physical guy, which if you think back to the Saints, they had Gardner Johnson playing their slot. Now he's playing safety, but he was the big physical dude, which Will is for us.
Excuse me.
And I think that works better than Mike because Mike was so small. It was kind of, like AJ Parker worked because he was smart and he was physical, but he was small. And that's why they said put on weight.
When I think of a slot, this is what I want out of my slot. I want a guy who can press, who can tackle, and who is a 7 out of 10 in man coverage. Your zone drops are going to be easy. I'm not tripping over that. I just need you to be able to press, because if you can obviously press and jam this slot receiver or somewhat get hands on him a yard off the line, because I know sometimes the slot is backed off the line of scrimmage. But when he crosses that, if you can get a hand on him and still affect his route and have good trail technique, that's what I want my slot to be able to do. Like, that's why I was really banging the drums for getting Jalen Petrie. I wanted Petrie so bad. He went to Houston. Right. I think he's having a solid little season. But that's what I want. I want you, because obviously playing that slot or nickel, you're going to have to be able to tackle because we're pulling the linebacker off the field. So you have to also have that linebacker's run fits. So you can't be scared to get in there. And that AJ Parker was not scared to get in there. That's what drew me to AJ Parker, because he was last preseason, AJ Parker was hitting the holes fast. We talked about it. He was hitting the holes faster than our linebackers, bro. Yeah. But then the man can't cover. Too many mental mistakes. So that's what I want my slot to be able to do. Get some hands on and have good trail technique. And I think you need to have some speed, bro, and quickness. But I'm asking a lot out of our nickel. Don't get it twisted. Tough, man. It's one of the hardest positions, bro. Being a nickel corner, I honestly think it's harder than being an outside corner.
Yeah. Well, I think you got to have. I think. Go ahead.
On the outside, you got the sidelines to also play as a defender. You can work him out.
You got that 3-way.
You don't have run fits responsibilities. Slot is tougher, I think, than playing outside, because you have run fits responsibilities, and you got to cover probably one of the most shiftiest wide receivers on the team, because normally slots are your shifty guys who can break left or right because they got more field than an outside receiver. So yeah, I think it's hard. Like, to find just a dominant golden dog slot, it's very hard. But I think that's why I was asking you, like, do you think Jerry Jacobs could play it? Because Jerry will tackle. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, and he's physical.
I just think for slot, you have to, it's almost like slot, you have to just pick what is he going to be? Because, like, I almost feel like it's going to be nearly impossible to find a slot that's going to give up a sub 65% completion percentage when targeted. Like, especially with how much man we play, like, it's just probably not going to happen. So it's like Justin Coleman, man, he was a playmaker on the ball. He was physical, but he would punch the ball out. He would attack the ball. So he was like, okay, yeah, like,
that's the first thing I noticed about him.
Limit
that's the first thing I noticed about him.
So then Will Harris, he's not great in man. Is Will Harris better in man than Mike Hughes? No, but Will Harris is much more physical. So against every run, he gets out there and he shoves guys backwards. And it's like, oh, okay, he's way more impactful than Mike Hughes was in that aspect. And Mike Hughes, like, does Jerry Jacobs have quicker feet than Mike Hughes? No. So it's like, okay, is Jerry Jacobs be better?
But he's more physical.
Probably not, but he's more physical. So I think if the Lions are willing to look for the physical guys, remember they said they were thinking about it. I think Jerry could play slot for sure. And he said he would like to play slot because he's played slot before. So I think for what we ask of our guy, I think Jerry could start at slot. to what you're saying. Be that physical guy. And then the only biggest concern I would have is like straight line speed, but then anyway.
Yeah.
I think slot will work for him. I think slot will work for him. And then you get a number one corner, and it'd be a nice three. That'd be real nice, man. I'm with you with that.
Also want to shout my Royal Kush. Okay.
Yeah, my man Royal Kush. Appreciate your super sticker, man. All the support. Marshall. He says Jalen Carter's a pick. Stack the line. Red.
That's where I was next. That was it. I want a disruptive D tackle. I think we need that. McNeil is nice. I like McNeil. I'm happy about that draft pick. He's good against the pass and run, but I think we need a true three technique. Like McNeil's first step isn't the best. I don't think he just fires off, just bam. Like he doesn't have Sue's first step, because Sue's first step was crazy. You know what I mean? But McNeil is very athletic. He's got good hands, things like that. I want a D tackle whose first step mimics Sue's. That's what I think we're missing. And that's what we thought we were getting out of Levi. If you go watch Levi's college film, you would have thought like, man, this dude's first step is stupid. He had the best first step out of anybody coming out of that class. D ends and D tackles. But he has a bad back dealing with injuries. We don't know what we got out of him. So a disruptive D tackle, I honestly think is the second need. I know people are going to say pass rushers and things like this, but you got to think we're getting Romeo back. James Houston's coming into his own. We still got Charles Harris. We still got Julian, and we still got that guy Aiden Hutchinson, and we still got Josh Pascal. So far as like edges pass rushers, I can deal with that because they're all different in many ways. Like I don't think our pass rushers aren't the same. You know what I mean? I think they're all different.
Yes.
Can we bring Houston's crazy? I need to take off. I think we need a disruptive D tackle. That's my second need. My bad. I know I went to going. My bad, bro.
No, I think I was letting you roll.
I think that's what we need, because if you compare him up with Glenn McNeil, we're golden. Let's re-sign Bugs. We're golden.
Yep.
We still got Levi. Let's see what we get out of him. I think D tackle, disruptive D tackle. I don't just want some fat, not unless you Jordan Davis, who can just take on two dudes and hold your point of attack type D tackle. But I would like a disruptive D tackle.
See, I get what you're saying, and I agree, but I wouldn't have an issue with going to get a guy of a Bug size again. Like if that's what it meant. Now
a biggin.
I wouldn't have an issue. No, I wouldn't have an issue with that. Yeah. Now the interesting thing will be like, what does the defense go to? Because they keep shifting based on who they have healthy. So to what you're saying, when you have Josh Pascal, what are you looking to use him as? I know he's became kind of like a big edge rusher. He's basically been John Kaminsky for us, right? That's what he is when he's healthy. But is that what the future plan is for him? Or is the future plan that he'll play a little bit more on the line? We'll play different fronts. Is it a different outlook for him? Because then you have John Kaminsky back. You can ask those big dudes to play a little differently. Because then I'm thinking Aleem could be your biggest guy. Because like Levi was 295. He was the same size as Jalen Carter. Mm-hmm. I think we'd all like Jalen Carter. So if you had Aleem McNeil as your biggest dude, go ahead, playing the one, like playing that. And
then Carter's at 3. I can tell you what I'm asking for out of my D tackle. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm asking for. I'm asking for. I know this is. I'm asking for a Sue. This is what I'm asking for. I know it's crazy. I know that there ain't been too many Sues to come out. Like he's an All-Pro, Sue's an Hall of Famer. I'm asking for a guy on rundowns. Right. You fire off so hard that you disrupt the run play. Even if you don't make the tackle, you make the running back get off course and have to do something different. And then on passing downs, you fire off so fast that you just beat up that guard. So you're like, I'm not asking for a pass. I'm not asking for a pass rushing D tackle. I'm asking for somebody who can just fire off. Your first step is so crucial. That's where you disrupt on run plays and passing plays. You may not make the play, but you disrupt the play. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. A disruptive D tackle. Not saying you got to get the sack. Not saying you're going to get the TFL. I don't need that out of you. I just need you to blow this guard up so bad on run plays to where the running back has to think where he's about to bounce it. And now here comes the cavalry. That's what Sue was. Sue didn't make every play. He just popped on film so much to where you have to take notice of Sue.
But
I mean, let's be real.
Body type you're looking for is a little bit different than Bugs. That's
I'm looking for a 300 pounder. If you can do it at 330,
like
more power to you. But I'm just looking for like a 300 pounder, and that's what Levi was on field. And he said it on his opening statement when he came here. I like to blow offensive linemen up to where I just I wreck havoc. I know he said something a little different, but along that lines.
How he tried to fit in with how we started doing things defensively and how we've kind of done things again this year. His issue was staying down pad level. Like he couldn't hold his own. He would just get moved off the point. So he could get up the field, but he'd get moved off right after that.
It ain't stopped.
Yeah, so I think that's what they got to figure out what they're really looking for. That's why I wonder, because like, let's say there was another Jordan Davis to come out. That would be my top pick. Absolutely. Because now I'm talking about a guy
I would take that right now. I would take that. He's an elite
first step for who he is. I would take, from what I know,
for that big,
I would take him over Jalen Carter right now, just because I know that he's so big that he can play the Bugs role, but he's also got an elite first step for what his build is, that I don't have to transition out of what I want to do. But if you do,
I would agree.
You're saying, get it to Levi, you get explosive. So then you have to shift up how you're doing the entire thing, I think, across. And then Aleem becomes your full on nose tackle that's probably playing the 1 more than the 2-eye or the 3, which they kind of just rotate between right now. That's what they do. They line up right on the guard right now. Instead, it'd probably shift more. All of a sudden, Aleem would be working on the center, so it'd shift things a little bit. And not having Levi was supposed to be the 3, like you just said. Levi was supposed to be our 3. Aleem's kind of
watch his film, he mimicked. Levi wasn't a Sue. I'm not gonna sit here and say he was as disruptive as Sue, but Levi's first step is to where he would disrupt a lot of plays in the Pac-10. If y'all go watch Levi's college film, you're like, golly, he's explosive off the ball. But then to your point, he would get blown up off because he's light in the butt. Excuse me, light. I was gonna say something different. Pause. He's just light down low. You know what I mean? He needs to bulk up a little bit and get his back better. But you can't bulk up your lower body if you got a bad back, because the way you're about to bulk up your lower body is doing leg presses and squats, which all deal with your back. So I think I think that pick is about to be a dud. And I hate it because he was my favorite D lineman coming out in that draft. I'm telling you, unless we just got a great back surgeon. But he's dealing with some stuff, dog. I'm telling you. Go ahead, man. Third. Who's third? Comes back. I hope he does too, because he was a second round pick. And I was very, very high on the guy. Right. Very high. Man. That's tough, man. Where I wanted a receiver with that pick, but I'm like, dang, bro, we just got my favorite offensive lineman in the draft. He wasn't. Penny Sewell wasn't my favorite offensive lineman. Slater was my favorite offensive lineman. Let me let y'all know. Yeah, right. Because I didn't think we'd get Sewell. But then, okay, so we get the best offensive lineman, and we just got the best fat daddy in Levi Onwuzurike in a lot. Like, we're having a great draft.
Back-to-back years, we got the best trench players. I mean, who's to say we won't do it again, man? And I think it's crazy to be against it. I'm not against it. Do it again.
Bro, that's where the game starts. I mean, you see we blow teams out when you protect our quarterback.
Now watch where the league's going to start going, Rad. You know it's coming because you're seeing it. Teams that win teams are running the football more now than they have in the last 5 years. Run rates are going up because everybody's getting small.
I would agree.
Did you see the Jaguars linebackers? They all look like Chad Muma's their biggest dude. He wasn't that big coming out. He played outside linebacker coming out, right? That Alua kind of looked like he was like 220. He looked like a whole safety out there playing linebacker.
Well, yeah,
like it's going to start to. Yeah, so it's going to start to shift back. So you keep building up those trenches.
Look like he put on weight. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. Muma looked a little bigger, as you should in the NFL, but he hasn't went through a whole offseason and he put on some pounds. I don't know if it was just me, but I thought Chad looked a little bigger. Rock with Muma, man.
Do you
him or Rodriguez? Who you taking, him or Rodriguez?
Oh man, you can't do me like that. Oh,
I'm going Rodriguez. I don't care. Rodriguez got better film than Muma.
Enough Muma. I just like Muma.
He got better film. I'm sorry, Rodriguez is heady.
Rodriguez different.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Rodriguez is a little different, Muma is great. Yeah, man. It's just different. Like Rodriguez is a straight up will linebacker. He's much smaller. Rodriguez Muma can hold his own, but since we got Duracell, we don't need that. Need to change that shirt to Goffsome. Yo, I've never heard that before. I see, man. That's creative as heck. Sorry, chat. Well, I'm reading your guys' chats. It's because I don't throw them up. I am reading those. Just so you know. So everything you guys throw in here, I'm seeing all the names. My man threw in 2 Michigan guys. He threw in a Michigan guy. I saw that. Yeah, man. I know the truth. Doe said he wanted someone like Bugs. Wait. Hold on. What did I say? Someone like Bugs. I think it's just a decision. You have to figure out how you're building it. You have to figure out what we're building, what we're looking for, and what does that D team mean. But I think regardless of what they're looking for, whether that is a guy that can keep building the wall like they've basically done now on the interior because that's who's healthy, then go for it and then get a better one. I like Bugs, but he doesn't win more often than he doesn't, I would say. Not at a high enough level where he's irreplaceable. He's replaceable. So to me, if you're gonna go get another guys, fine, go get one of those dudes. I haven't got a problem with it. But I still think there's I'm not looking for a John Pennicini though, because you can get run stuffers super late. You can get a run stuffer super late because they don't do anything else. They stuff the run. There's big dudes that stand in there. I'm not looking for that. So I'm cool. Like we said, hey, we're ordering our needs. If that's your top pick, fantastic. I'm cool with that. Go get another dog on the inside. But if it is a little bit more of the rusher, which is always more, usually costs more, unless you're, what the heck was his name? The dude that came out of Philly, Jordan Davis. Man, he was just rare. He was rare. He had to go that high. He was rare, man. Kaminsky and Hutch. Yeah, that's my own. You should do it still. I mean, I like it. I like that idea. It's a good one. I think so too. I think Bugs will come back. He won't be expensive. Bugs is not going to be expensive if he has to come back. I don't see a scenario where Bugs costs really anything. But Bugs is still super young. I've been forgetting how young the dude is. Okay, third need. Who just put his? The truth just put his in here. My man said interior offensive lineman. I'm still going cornerback one. I can't go interior offensive lineman until Big V's not on the roster. Otherwise, I feel like it wouldn't make any sense. Of course, I ain't going to draft a guard top and keep Big V. But if Big V is out of here, I think guard does need. I mean, the guard goes way up. Guard would be number 3 because can Evan Brown not start at guard? He can start at guard. It's not, it's not great. But then at the same time, like I'm not. Jonah Jackson isn't perfect. Like he has his good and bad. He's kind of like a little sporadic with it. Like there was a play I watched, man. He threw a dude. He's pointing first down. And then you see him come back and he loses his block and then they go 1 yard on the run. Look, can Evan Brown start? Evan Brown can start. He can start, and we found that out. But I definitely think we can get that better. Brad, what's your third need? Or you want me to go into my third need first?
You can go.
All right. This one, I struggle with this one. I was going to go guard, but that's just the thing we talked about. I'm going to go receiver.
Depth.
I'm going to go receiver.
Or starter. Depth or starter?
It depends on Chark. I would say starter. I would say you could use a starter, outside receiver. I think we got dudes that can play slot. Go ahead.
I got one more question to that.
Ooh.
Do we address that in free agency with a vet, or not a vet, but just a proven NFL player, or do you draft that receiver?
You draft that receiver.
You draft? Okay.
100%.
Okay.
I would be more. Because that's a great question. And then I think, again, you go to like, okay, if we're looking for a legit starter and it's not Chark, or if it is Chark, you can throw him in the same category. He's not under contract. So technically you could look at it and say it is a need because he's not under contract. So you could just act like he's not here and say, well, if we resign Chark, yeah, let's go getting a starting receiver, I guess. But when you talk about cornerback and receiver, how expensive they are, I would definitely like those are super expensive. Receiver is going to be super expensive now. I would draft it. I don't think the values like ever work to paying a receiver big time money. It never seems to. So I would stay away from that. I go draft one. Maybe that's round 2. I don't know. I would draft one though. I think we need another outside receiver. Even if we bring back Chark, I'd draft a receiver. It wouldn't be as high, but I'd still draft one. But if we don't bring back Chark, then definitely. Chark, where do you think Chark gets paid, man? I don't know. What's he get paid like this year? He's getting paid a lot this year. Like 6.
I thought he was getting like 9 or 10. I thought it was 9 or 10.
I think that's our cap it
with like bonuses.
It's up there. Yeah, it's not cheap. And Chark literally was a backup last year, right? It's not cheap, and it was a 1-year deal. So it's going to be expensive if you're trying to re-sign someone. So if Chark is in the ballpark, I don't have an issue with it. I'm just still worried about his injuries. So I'm having to go address it because, like you say, like I like Josh. Is Josh a game changer? Not at all. He's good. He's solid, but he's not a game changer. Jameson Williams could be a game changer.
Right.
I think he will be.
Let
but I would love to have
Yes,
another number 2. Yeah.
If we had to re-sign Chark tomorrow, would you re-sign Chark?
Oh man. I would say no. But then it's
just what you've seen.
Yeah.
So far, no.
Because I think he's valuable I think he's worth re-signing. But at the same time, I don't know, man. He's just not healthy.
But would you re-sign him?
Yo, he's a good player. He's such a good player, man. I think he's such a good player, man. I would. Hold up. What do you think? What would you do?
As at this point right now, it'd be no, because I haven't seen enough. Because those first 4 games when he was there and we was the leading scoring, he was a non-factor. I think he maybe scored 1 touchdown. It was a good against Slay. He scored a nice good play against Slay. Okay, now he's been hurt. He's been back.
Golf got that
had a solid
when he's out there.
Solid game last week. It depends on what he's asking for. Would I put him back on that little 1 year, $10 million cap hit? No. You're gonna fall right into that like 5 to 6 because he's still young. He's still a burner.
Well, Josh got paid.
I just need it. It would just he would get a Josh Reynolds a little bit because I think he is better than Josh Reynolds. He gets a little bit more than Josh Reynolds. It's not going to be double because at this point their contract's dang near double. He doesn't deserve double just because his availability, but his talent is nice. His production his rookie year was nice. So I don't think he is a backup wide receiver in the NFL. I think he truly is a starter when healthy. But I'm not about to pay what we just put you on this year.
Yeah, you're right. It's 1 year, $10 million. It's just that we set it up so $5 million. We're taking the cap hit next year. I think that's the point. Like, I don't worry about his volume because I think his stats are there because he doesn't get a lot of targets, and I don't know if he ever he may have games like this going forward. We throw it 40 times, then he'll get the targets. So I don't know if I'm worried about that, and maybe that lowers his price. But that reason is why I would struggle with re-signing him because I don't think his price would get near Josh Reynolds. I mean, do you? I don't. I think if anything, it goes up after this year. I would think. I mean, there was no reason for it to not. I mean, why was it $10 million after last year? He didn't do anything last year. He barely played last year, and it was still what it was just because of his ability alone. You're just banking on his size and his speed, and people like that. So, after this year, he'll just have even more stats, and it won't be nothing crazy, but it's enough. And then, again, he's still young. He's still got size. He's still got speed. He's going to be super valuable to somebody. Because, look how much they pay Christian Kirk. Teams throw money at receivers. So that's why I would lean draft. Christian Kirk did nothing in that. Marvin Jones had one catch in that game. So I would struggle to go sign one. And that – I don't know. I just don't think the value is there from a whole wide perspective. I don't think the value is really ever there to make sense of signing a receiver to big money. And I think Chark, he's not in the big money range, but I don't think he's going to drop, especially with the cap going up. He's going to stay in that same ballpark, if not a little bit more after this year, I would think. So he's going to have to light up these last few games. But then again, it's I'm weird with this, Fred. I don't think there's anything Chark. There is. I don't think there's a lot that Chark can do that would change my mind from this point on. I really don't. I think I know what Chark is, man. Even when he doesn't get the ball, it's he can get open though. Okay, I see his value. I see where he's good. I wouldn't love him in the slot, but I see where he's good. So it's okay, I know what he is. He's a good receiver. He's just not healthy, and I don't think that's worth paying a lot of money. That's where I'm at. So I'd say no.
Okay,
that's tough, man. What was your number 3?
Offensive line.
Guard.
I think we need an interior offensive line, and I'm a double dip. I'm going to go offensive tackle depth just because last year proved when one offensive tackle is gone, it's not good for us. So I would say I would double dip. I'm going to get a guard higher than I would get this backup offensive tackle, obviously, but I think it's still guard. Jonah Jackson is a good guard, but he has flash plays where he's a dog, and then Jonah, dang, bro, you look like Skipper. So it's
don't do him like that. Don't do him like that.
I'm just saying, Jonah has some plays where it's come on, bro.
It's some bad ones. It ain't that bad, though. It ain't that.
It's not that bad. Okay, I'm not gonna say Skipper, but I think it's guard because Big V cap hit is going to be, I think, pretty high next year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he has I mean, his contract was already big when he first came in. His availability has always been an issue since he's been a Lion. Even when in the Quinn era, his availability has always been some type of an issue. I know he has camaraderie with his guys along that offensive line. I know he's been helping a lot of Penei Sewell, and things like that. And they're both Polynesian, but I think guard needs to be addressed. I don't know if it's via free agency or round 4.
Okay.
So I think guard is a place where we need some help.
So are you saying
that
your
line just chugging along? I can't say that Big V's out.
I'm gonna show you his contract.
I got to see the money. I got to see the money. Because I think we should be good. Because we should be good. If we cut Brockers, we're gonna cut Brockers. Okay.
But look at this cap number now for next year.
Is that about 13? Is that 12-4? He's out of here. He's out of there. Get him out of there.
But you only saving 6.5 with the cut. You still taking 5.8 dead for next year.
Evan Brown's under contract, right? Hold on. Is Evan Brown's under contract though, right?
Yes, he got a 2-year deal.
I thought we put him on a 2-year. Yes, I'm cutting Big V. Evan Brown, you are now the starter, but I'm also going to draft a 3rd to 4th round guard who's going to push you, and you're going to compete for that starting right guard's position. That's exactly how I'm playing this out. 6.5, bro. You know what we can get? That's two little solid, 2 depth players, or you can go possibly get an old dog like for that price.
Hey,
no,
I'm with you.
You got to go, bro. You ain't played all year.
He's gonna have to take a pay cut. He's gonna take a pay cut.
Okay. If he's down for that, then cool.
It's gotta be massive.
I can get with him.
I ain't talking mil pay cut. We talking like 4-5 mil.
You got to cut that thing dang near in half or more. You got to cut that in half.
Because you got paid as a tackle. He knows that. Now, I want to answer this quick for Michael, and I know Real Kush put it in there. Khalif's under contract next year, so is Josh Reynolds. People are putting it in there. They both got 2-year deals this last offseason. I don't think either of them were void deals. So they're both under contract. So we really got 4 guys under contract for next season.
Let me circle back.
Okay.
To the Chark thing.
Yeah.
We're top 10 offense with Chark, him being here or not being there. He loves being here. He's a good culture fit. I'm re-signing Chark. I'm going to re-sign Chark, but I'm also going to draft a guy. Okay. But Chark, I think Chark, if Chark comes out and scores 2 more touchdowns, maybe 3. We got 4 or 5 games left. 4 more. We got 5 games left. If he comes out and scores 3 touchdowns, has a couple key first down pickups, or if he burns a guy off the line and your boy Goff overthrows him or underthrows him, but we know he was open, I'm re-signing him just because he is a culture fit. I know what I'm getting out of him. I think he is a starting caliber NFL receiver, but I'm also going to draft a receiver just in case. And Cephas is gone at this point. Khalif Raymond has shown that he needs to be on our team. Josh Reynolds has shown that he can pick up first downs, sometimes catch that big play, and has good chemistry with Goff. So he's obviously under contract, so he's coming back. So Cephas is gone.
So and now I have a rookie. Your 6. Those are you have to keep 6 receivers now. That's basically what you just decided.
Yeah, okay. Low key. I already did it. It's Chark and a rookie. And Tom Kennedy, you obviously gonna be on the squad. I need you to show out in preseason, and hopefully we get you on. Hopefully we get you again on the practice squad, Playboy.
Yeah, that would be the 7 receiver. I'm not mad at that idea though. I'm not really. I mean, thinking it through, it's not terrible. You're right though. If Chark money don't get crazy, if it stays in the ballpark with the contract, with the money going up, let's say
I bring him back.
2 years, 20 mil. Would you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so you do that, and then you backload. You probably you can't really back because you already paid him for next year, so you'll feel it even more next year. You're gonna feel that 2 year, 20 mil, depending on how you set it up. Like, let's say you put 5 million to next year, you're gonna still feel the same 10 mil, and then next year after that, you would feel the 15 million. So it'd feel like you're adding to it because he's already got the void year set on there. So he's set up to get extended, I guess, in a way. I don't know.
I do it.
I'm not mad at that. Chark to draft a receiver. That's a good 6. I can rock with that 6. It's just what does Jamo turn into? I think we all think he's gonna be a dog though. So
we don't know yet.
So worry about. We don't know yet. Well, I guess we'll find out. Because it won't happen. But if he dudded, then what? Then it's like, oh shoot. Well, now we need a receiver. That's legit.
I don't want to.
It won't happen. It won't happen.
You know what? I'm gonna change the subject. J-Mo just needs to take those sleeves off. That's it. Take them sleeves off.
The sleeves look good. Chad, put up one if you like the sleeves.
No, they don't.
Look a little baggy. He got some air in there.
They're too baggy, bro. Like, just show your body. Like, he looked good playing at Alabama. Like, just go back to that look, J-Mo. Like, you look like an athlete, a burner, a receiver. Right now, you looking kind of slouchy. I did not like them long blue sleeves. The dude wears a medium, and he was in like an extra large when it came to size on sleeves. No, bro, get rid of them sleeves. Get rid of them sleeves. And I'm ready to see what he's about to do this week. I think he's about to get some uptick. Look, notice sleeves. Thank you, Giovanni. Note them sleeves, bro. J-Mo did not look good out there. And I honestly, I'm going to be real. It ain't no need. It wasn't cold. You was playing indoors. I don't know how I even like J-Mo on that 9. He going to start scoring some touchdowns. He's going to start scoring some touchdowns to be wearing that 9. I don't know. I know it's his first game back. I'm going to give him some break. He just looked kind of weird in that 9. I want to see him in like a 12 or 15, something like that. Get him one of those team numbers. That's what I think J-Mo should have rocked. One of them team numbers. But that 9 in them sleeves, I'm not feeling, bro. But hopefully he come on ball this week. I think they're gonna incorporate him more into the game plan this week, and J-Mo should be having a big game. If not, I'm just still gonna run J-Mo on 9 routes. Send him on go routes just to scare the defense. That's it. Scare him. Just sprint, J-Mo. We ain't gonna have you cutting because I know the knee might. I don't know. You're probably nervous. He obviously ain't nervous. He back in. Run him straight and just scare the defense. What's up, bro?
They were saving it, man. They didn't want to show nothing last week. I'm down with that.
That's
they
fine.
Show
Good.
the Vikings
Don't, because there was no need. We knew we were whooping them. Let's not show J-Mo too much. Let's pull them out on the Vikings. That divisional, they know nothing about them, and let's spank them boys.
I don't know how we're gonna use him. I tell you, man,
spank them.
The way we do get dudes open without him. Yo, I know we say a lot of credit to Ben, but for real, okay. I know Mike McDaniel gets his love, and he should. But he's got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. We have DJ Chark and Josh Reynolds. All right. We don't have a dude get double teamed out there. We don't have Justin Jefferson, and we still get dudes open. So just give him a little bit of love. I'm excited.
They better start double teaming Saint, or it's gonna be some. You know what? Don't double team Saint. Don't double team Saint.
They definitely need to do that. No one's done that.
Don't double team him. It's fine.
Team's done. Hey, you know who did that to us? Giants doubled him. Giants doubled him a little bit. So it's happened. It's just weird because he's in the slot. But they did double him a little bit. I don't know what
I want to say something real quick. Oh, hold on really quick. Yeah. Hold up. Hey, there's 130 people watching and we only got 34 likes.
What?
That math doesn't add up to me. I'm not a mathematician, but that doesn't add up, folks. Show us some love. Last second dose. We doing the most. And y'all vibing. We all vibing, baby. We having a good time. We shooting the ish, talking about our Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Hey, hit that thumbs up one time for the one time. You heard? Real talk, man. I'm sorry, Dose. I had to stop everybody. I just pulled out my phone up. We got 130 people watching with 34 likes. Good googly moogly. That's it. I'm done.
I appreciate that.
And I'm gonna check. And see if them likes went up here in about 5 minutes. I'm holding everybody accountable. We're all grown. I'm holding people accountable.
That's awesome.
What? Accountability, baby. Hey, thank you, Ben. For real. Hey, I'm holding people accountable. My bad. Go ahead, man. What, bro? I'm like, let me check the likes real quick.
Yo, chat responded too. I can see them responding, man. They responded. I appreciate it.
There it is. We doubled it. Keep it pumping and jumping. We doubled it.
Snap.
We doubled it.
Y'all
just doubled it.
Okay. Dang.
Shout out to Al, man. Shout out to the chat, though. We appreciate y'all tapping in.
Easy.
Real talk.
That's easy. We're going to have Jared Davis guarding HOCK this weekend. I like this. So this is the first thing that I see in the chat that makes sense.
Oh, Scott, don't take that down. Take that down. Take that down. Don't put that energy out in the air, bro. Stop.
Hey, look.
Stop.
Hey,
stop.
Look, he looked good, Red. He looked real good when he was out there for them 3 plays, man. He looked real good.
Look, man. I didn't even know he was out there. I seen Jared Davis once.
That's what it looked like.
Once.
You want to where we
I don't know, bro. You know how we go. What?
We just
now?
started 4 needs, right? We just did 4 needs. So what would be your 5th need? This one could probably go anywhere. So I want to hear your 5th. I think I know where you're going to go with this one. So give me number 5 because I think we're both on the guard and wide receiver there.
You're right. Okay, so the 5th,
and then we'll end it. Here.
I know a lot of people probably would say
we'll
tight end. I don't think tight end is a need. I don't. It's not tight end. No. Because we don't have a big play tight end or anything like that, but they're doing what they need to get done to do their job. So cool. Honestly, you tell me before I say. I think it.
Yeah, I get it.
It depends on what. I really think it's running back. But I wanted to ask you. I wanted to know, like, I still think it's running back, bro. We've shown that we're a running team, so why not have like a plethora of dogs in the backfield? Okay.
What about Craig though?
Let me talk you through it. Craig is my guy.
Talk me through it.
He's on the roster. I want to ask: his name's Blake Corum? Because that dude to me is just, I don't know, bro.
Right.
Michigan's running back. Is he coming out? Yes or no?
Well, he is, I believe. He's got an ACL tear.
That is a guy I want to be a Lion.
So he should fall.
I was throwing that word out yesterday. He's special. I don't care what I mean. It's probably a lot of Wolverine fans. Blake Corum is special, bro. He's special. Swift's availability, I don't know. I like Swift. Y'all know I'm a McSwifto fan. Last week he showed that he's improving on the health. Because the week before against the Buffalo, he did not look explosive. He looked timid. It is what it is. A healthy Swift, I love. But when is that?
I do too.
3 weeks out of the year? 3 weeks out of the year.
You sound like me.
Jamal.
What the heck?
Because I mean, my eyes don't lie. Your eyes don't lie, bro. Like,
yeah.
Film don't lie. So, Jamal, I think we gotta put him. I think we gotta ride Jamal on until he's 30. So I think we need to bring him back for 2 more years. I hate to. I don't want to say I hate to say it, but I know nobody wants a 30-year-old running back. But he continues to run hard. He continues to score touchdowns. He continues to be a great locker room leader. He is the leader of the team. Everybody says it.
He ain't 30, man. What are you doing like that?
When that 2 years is up, he'll be 30. He's 28, right?
Okay. Got you.
You put him on a 2-year deal, he's going to be 30. Like we're rocking the dude on his 30th year. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I say we bring back Jamal. Swift, I say we ride Swift's contract out, but we're going to move him like we moved TJ Hockenson. I think we need to draft Blake Corum. So running back is a need, and I want the kid from Michigan because I think he can fill Swift's role. Hear me out. Craig Reynolds continues to develop. He's our 4th running back. I'm not giving up on Craig at all. That's my guy. And now at this point, when them contracts roll out and we make that trade to get Swift out, you have Craig Reynolds as your bruiser, and you got Blake Corum as your lightning. So now we have our thunder and lightning combo. Because Craig is still young.
Right.
That's my 1-2 punch. Craig Reynolds and my dude from Michigan. Running back. I want Blake Corum.
You talking Michigan back? Have you seen their backup play at all? Edwards.
He's solid too. I seen him break those yards against Ohio State.
A little bit more. He's got a little more juice.
He's solid.
He's
solid. Them hoes was real big though.
They were massive.
I think those were bad defensive play calls.
Juice.
Those were Aaron Glenn play calls week 5 and week 6. And you know what I'm talking about. Them was some Seattle Seahawks defensive play calls where the boys latched onto everybody and he just ran. Like, so nothing against him. I haven't seen him much. I'm not gonna say too much about him, but them hoes were real big, bro. Like, I could have ran through them. I would have got tackled, but I could have ran through them.
That was a massive one. That touchdown he had on OSU, that was huge. I was bouncing around, man. This one's tough. I think running back's a good spot to land though, because I wanted Kenneth
Walker. I wanted Walker.
Okay, Kenneth Walker's trash. Let's move off of that one. Here's what I think about running back.
Stop playing. Okay, all right.
Wait. Hold on.
If that's the way you're going, he's balling in Seattle.
We couldn't draft Kenneth Walker, man. We couldn't draft him.
But he was in all my mocks, so I'm letting you know I wanted him. But go
Okay,
ahead.
no, I get that. So you're saying you've wanted a running back still, and you still want that running back. I get it.
I still want it.
I'm with you. In I thought Swift looked much better. Actually, rewatching, I was like, "Oh, Swift does look better. This looks like more of the Swift we know right here. This looks good."
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, do I believe a top 3 round running back should be able to do what Swift does? Absolutely. Like, I don't think he looks. I don't want to like sound disrespectful. Do I feel like if you got a top 3rd round, a 3 round and up, maybe even 4th round and up running back that he couldn't be better than that? Like seems like he would be to me.
I didn't want Swift when he was coming out in the draft. I wanted Jonathan Taylor. I knew he was the better running back. It's not disrespectful. We fell in love with Swift because he has had some big plays, some good games, and he is our guy. So you gotta like show him some love. But realistically, he wasn't the best running back in his class.
No,
it's not disrespectful.
It's just like when I watch him, my biggest issue is I thought he looked real healthy. I think you gotta know what he is, man. There's like environments that work for him. I think my biggest thing with him is like there's just nothing after contact. I feel like consistently there's nothing after contact, man. He goes down so easily.
You hit that on the head.
You know what I mean, though? Like even guys that are smaller,
he's
still
short. He's not little. He's short.
You're right.
He's still 210, 215. If you're 5'8", 210, 215, that's a swole dude. Like,
right.
No, it's just that he doesn't have that mentally to just be a dog, and I want to knock your helmet off when you try to tackle me. He doesn't run.
He's done it a few times, but he doesn't consistently do that. You're right, because you remember last year against the Vikings, he ran
on one hand.
Was this year. He ran over that dude.
We can count on one hand how many times we've seen Swift just run hard. Let's be real as fans.
I remember the Steelers.
We can count in the community. We can count on one hand how many times he's just ran super hard. Be real.
And look, man, he's got a nice flow to him. Like, you get him out on screens. I like how he moves, man, but it's just like there's nothing there when he gets touched. It's just like that's it. It's like he always leaves you something there. It's like, man, why couldn't you get that extra yard? Like, you never feel like you can get that extra yard with him. It's just that it dies. And I think that's okay, but it's behind this O-line, like I feel like there's so much that's left on the table so many times. It's like there's so much more out there that we're just not getting. And then I'm with you. I want to re-sign Jamal. I don't know if I want to go get a pass, like just a straight up pass catching back. I was at one point thinking that, but I'm like, I don't really know if I want that. I mean, I could see it. If you're not going to get a tight end, the way you use Swift in the slot, like if you wanted someone like that, and just kind of like, we're not using tight ends, we use like these little backs that can run and, do these things underneath. Okay. But to your point, man, if you get a dog back there at running back, and I'm still on board with getting another dog at running back. Like, but it's just so weird, man, because I like Craig. We need some juice. We need some juice because that's what Swift brings that no one else brings, really, other than Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson did really well. But Swift also brings the open field ability and kind of the smoothness in his game that I don't think Justin Jackson brings. But I also think Swift doesn't have great hands. Swift's hands are just
Right.
There's nothing special about his hands.
They not
Aaron Jones has way better hands than him.
They're not theoretic hands. No, they're not.
They're not a number one back hands. They're really not. Najee Harris, way better hands than him. He doesn't have great hands. They're just average.
Are you opposed to okay, I said Blake Corum. Are you opposed to us going to get Josh Jacobs from Las Vegas?
No, I'm not against that. I mean, I don't know how you'd get him, but I'm definitely not against it.
He's a free agent. Josh Jacobs is gone. He's a free agent.
I'm not against that at all. Heck no. I don't think he's had a massive injury history. Right? I mean, he's had one big injury, I think.
But he's consistent.
He's a problem.
There's a couple running backs coming out in free agency this year. Mr. Kareem Hunt's going to be available. There's running backs coming out. There's veteran. I don't want to say veteran, but there's free agent running backs coming out this year.
Hold up. I'm sorry, Brad. Is this a real name? I'm reading the chat.
Really? Is
my man said Kringle.
McKingleberry. Should get a monster contract. That's not a real name. I've never heard of anybody in the NFL. He said the kid from Penn State. I don't even want to Google it because I don't know how to spell that. That's a lot of typing. I'm not even going to Google it.
What's Google?
I'm not even Googling it. I'm not even going to Google it. Real talk. Hey, shout out to the chat. I still see we got 130 people in here and we got over 80 likes. I appreciate that. I checked accountability. Almost tripled those likes. Good job.
Dang.
One love.
That's awesome.
Kringle, that's not a real name. Mickleberry.
They said there's a whole Key and Peele skit. Okay. I get it. I got you. That's funny. Where were we? Oh yeah. Okay, so those are our top 5 needs right now updated. I don't think they're going to change a ton. I'm sure we'll have different takes like in the offseason hits when we really dive into it because we're going to start bringing out stuff. Be like, oh, well, hold up. Actually, we need this. Like linebacker was the funniest thing last year. Rat was all over linebacker. I was all against it.
But it's like I see Rodrigo and I see Barnes making improvement, and they're both young. You could bring Duracell back, but I don't know if Duracell's a starter next year. At this point, I'm throwing Barnes into the fire, and if you're tripping, Duracell, you can come in.
Okay.
Now, I seen the chat had safety. I don't think safety's that big of a need because we still got T-Walk coming back.
Wait,
our leading tackler from 2021. I don't think that's a big need because Kirby Joseph has played well, and Deshaun Elliott. If we don't re-sign Deshaun Elliott, we're smoking bath salts. I'm sorry.
Something is, yeah. He can be a little more expensive. He ain't gonna be super expensive.
That's fine. That
guy have to be back. No, he has to be back.
Fine.
I'm agreeing with that. He's got to be back.
I'm okay with that. I'm still down to draft a linebacker. I'm not saying I'm going to get a linebacker in the top 2 rounds. I don't want people to think linebacker shouldn't be addressed. It still should be another guy brought into the room. I'm not going and spending a high pick on a linebacker is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. He makes a good point actually about re-signing running backs. You're right. That's another one too, man. It's just it's like, well, the draft is a lot safer. So that's funny. Just to recap, for anybody that's just jumping in here because they're all throwing positions out. We said cornerback 1, DT 2, 3. We said receiver and guard was you or
O-line. Yep, receiver and O-line.
O-line. And now we're looking at it. We don't think Big V's coming back, so we're kind of like right there with that. So those 2, and then we finished with running back. So,
4 was running back.
5 was running back. Wait, what?
Oh, 5 was running back. I'm sorry.
5 was running.
You're right.
Are you not with receiver? Okay, you are. You said you're going to draft.
No, I'm not against receiver. No, I agree with you 100%. I think we hit the needs. I feel like that are like real needs. I don't think linebacker's a huge need because we have some youngins who aren't bad.
Yeah.
Receivers aren't bad. I just think we need one more guy or it's not get Chark back. But like you said, it could change. It's going to change, you know. My bad. I'm reading the chat.
You're good. I thought you were going to address this. I thought he was talking to you. So
oh no, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. Back up for golf. My bad. It could be a veteran. Let's wait. Yesterday I said some things and I thought on it. Talked to a couple consultants. Called Stephen A. Smith. And I don't know just yet. I don't know just yet. Yeah. I called Stephen A. You know what I'm saying?
That would be an awesome skit. Can we do one of those? Where
he didn't pick up. I didn't say he picked up. He didn't pick up.
Either you or me needs to dress up like Stephen A. and that needs to be a thing. I don't know why that hasn't happened.
So I don't know. Talk to me about the end of the year about QB. I can't give it because I'm 50-50, man. Like I'm sitting in the middle. But no, I'm not gonna say I'm 50-50. I'm 65-35, 65 thinking Goffle is our answer. 35, I don't know yet. So let's wait till we get a couple more weeks and then we can talk quarterback again.
Yeah, man. I couldn't say I do want to see what Nate Sudfeld looks. I wish we could have seen Nate Sudfeld play for us in the preseason because I liked how he played with the Niners. But I definitely can't say that I feel like that guy's probably going to be back because I mean they did draft Brock Purdy and they kept Brock Purdy over Sudfeld, which makes sense because you drafted him. But it just feels like it's probably not going to happen. But I think he's better than Tim Boyle and David Blower. So if that means anything,
right?
I think he'll be better than those two. Hey, by the way, clap for Tim Boyle. I think he landed with the Bears, right? We got Josh Dobbs. That happened yesterday. I like Josh Dobbs, man. I watched the Browns all their preseason this year. I got Browns friends, so Josh Dobbs is cool, man. You like Josh Dobbs? You got any takes on him or no?
I don't. I have none on Joshua Dobbs.
Okay.
I know he's
got what you is. He can run a little bit. That's what you like. You got that improvisability. That's what he does. Actually, he got some speed. Yeah. Okay. Hey, we might have to.
Oh Lord. Oh,
All right, Red.
Lord.
Let's talk Vikings a little bit, man. You want to talk some Vikings? Just early thoughts. We could always revisit this with second half adjustments. You all right?
Early thoughts.
I could throw up some numbers if you want.
I mean, I don't really need numbers. I know what we need to do to win. Like, control the line of scrimmage. I don't control the line of scrimmage, bro. When you control the line of scrimmage, you win games. We're not gonna shut down Jefferson. Let's contain Jefferson, contain the big play. We need Akuda. If Akuda doesn't play, I'm gonna be real. If Akuda doesn't play, bro, he is an improviser. If Akuda doesn't play, I think it could be bad for us because we need to contain Jefferson and watch out for Thielen.
You don't think Mike could? I think Mike could handle it. Mike Hughes could handle it. I would put him on him and help double like we did last time.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I'm gonna be real with you, Rad. Let me say. Can I say
really
something bold, crazy? Let me say something.
I think
crazy.
both of them are good receivers. Go ahead.
As of this very minute, I think there's a case that Mike Hughes is a better outside corner than Jeff Okudah. Look, we don't have our faces on the screen. I think that may be.
Say it again, because you're a Okudah lover. I want that repeated.
I like Okudah.
No, you're a Okudah lover.
I think you could make the case on just the outside. On the outside, okay, playing outside cornerback this season.
I'm ready.
He has had a much smaller sample size. You could say Mike Hughes has been better than Jeff Okudah.
Okay, I heard it.
Really
Let me take that hair off. I heard that. I heard it. Okay.
Honestly, and Mike Hughes has proven himself now throughout his career much more than Jeff has, right? I mean, last year with the Chiefs.
Well, yeah.
On the outside. He was really good on the outside. He's just weird. Like, it's like, oh, that dude's like really small. He's like Jerry Jacobs.
I like Mike Hughes.
Dog.
I said it was a nice signing when we did it. I like Mike Hughes.
Yeah.
Dang, he's played better than Okudah?
I think honestly, if you just took this year and you said when have they played on the outside, Mike Hughes has been better on the outside. I think for sure.
Well, you know what? If that's the case, I hope Mike Hughes comes out here and contains one of these receivers.
That's tough.
I really do.
But Jeff's got a much higher ceiling. That's why he's starting. He has to.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We got to contain these receivers. We're not going to shut them out. Contain the receivers. Control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. More importantly, I would say on the offensive side of the ball, because Minnesota can score points. They have nice weapons. Let's be real. They got Dalvin Cook. They got those receivers, and now they have T.J. Hockenson. So I would say let's control at least the offensive line of scrimmage, get pressure where we can on the defensive line, and contain these wide receivers, and I think we can win, bro. I think we can win. Let's get the run game going. Obviously, we're predicated off the run. Right. Let's get it going. Protect Jared Goff, and we have a good chance. And get off the field on third down. We've been doing it as of late, but let's keep that up.
We're still awful on there. We're like 51%. It's been awful.
Because he was so bad during the beginning.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's embarrassing. Yo, no, but okay.
Teams didn't punt.
Dude, that Vikings game still hurts, man. Like, how in the world did we play Seattle and they didn't punt? What are we doing? All right, and we had so many chances. Okay, I want to hit on a couple specific things though, because we're talking corners, right? And I put those two numbers at the top because I thought you'd want to hear this. So last time, the Vikings. Let me start there. The Vikings, they face a lot of man coverage. They see a lot more man, and I think a big part of that is because everybody knows take that man Justin Jefferson away and you got a shot. So they play a lot of man coverage against them, like we did. My man said, yeah, Okudah did well against Jefferson. He had some one-on-ones there. We did the whole thing on it, but he also got a lot of double teams from a safety. I expect that to continue. It makes sense to me. I'd do the same thing. But you can see, look at how much man the Lions played against the Vikings. 71% of the snaps, Lions played man against the Vikings. That's the highest that any team has had in any game this season. 71% of the time. But to me and Rad, everybody knows. Amani was torched opposite of Okudah. We played a lot of man, and that means he's playing man, and he got torched. He could not cover Adam Thielen. The big thing here is, I'm going to hit you with a number. Adam Thielen, last season with Jerry Jacobs on him, he had 2 receptions in the game. Now, this wasn't with Jerry, but 2 receptions with 40 yards. Last time we played them this season, Adam Thielen went for 6 receptions, 61 yards, and 5 penalties. Also, in that game last season when Jerry Jacobs matched up on Thielen, Adam Thielen had a 56.4 PFF grade. He basically shut him down. He did nothing in the entire game. I don't think he caught any of those passes on Jacobs, but I can't confirm that. That's the biggest thing. That's the X factor to me. Hockenson would probably be, 1-2 that I think I'm going to get Rad's thoughts on. But that's the thing, man. We now have an opposite corner that I think can handle Adam Thielen, and that's going to shift the game. Because as you can see, their numbers are very unimpressive everywhere. Below average rushing, below average or middle of the pack defense. Like, they're not very good. That's why every game is close. They're just average, and then they pull it out at the end. I think we beat them. I think we beat them soundly, and this thing doesn't even come down to a one-score game. I think that's what's going to happen. We don't even make this a one-score game. Their time is up. You know what I'm saying, Red? Yeah, their time's up. We coming, man. And that's going to be the thing. What is Kirk going to do? Look at Kirk Cousins' stats on the Red. This is 18 touchdowns, 9 picks, 64% completion percentage, 88 pass rating, and the man has his second lowest adjusted yards per attempt to like his Washington season where it was 4 and he barely played. He's not even pushing the ball. It's Justin Jefferson. You literally saw in the Bills game, he was forcing him to do what nobody threw it at him anyway. We're going to double team him, take him out of the game, and we're going to put Adam Thielen on Jerry Jacobs, and he won't do much. And then at that point, now what? I don't know. So
TJ Hockenson, what is he going to do?
See, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. I think that's the one unknown because the run game is going to be tough. It always is tough, and they start doing all the outside stuff. We've gotten better. We've had to adapt since then, so I think we'll be better. I'm curious to see what Kevin O'Connell brings. If he says we're going to attack him like we did last time because they had success, or if he brings a whole new game plan and says we're going to change it up because the Lions have adjusted since then and they're playing different defensively now. Because they come in and do the same thing they did last time, I really think this could be a blowout. But if they got to flip it up a little, they got to do different things in this game.
I think TJ Hockenson is giving some type of little insight on what we do. You got to know that they're picking his brain. As a Lions coach, I'm whoever was guarding TJ Hockenson best in one-on-ones in practice, you're guarding TJ Hockenson. Because I'm sure you're asking, so TJ, how does he guard you? How does he guard you? What about this player? How does he guard you? I eat him up in practice. I used to eat him up. He doesn't do this. He's giving insight on how he was guarded and how all these cornerbacks play. So he's giving the ins and outs on what's going on. But to convert that, I'm going to say whoever was guarding him the best in practice, besides like Okudah and Jerry Jacobs, I got to put you on him. You got to guard TJ Hockenson.
Right.
Because I think they're going to try to attack us, TJ Hockenson, to be real with you.
That's a great point.
That's why I think they're going to try to hit us with that. Because he's giving us the deeds.
They're going to have to, right? That's the guy, because that's the matchup. Is if you're going to play man, someone's got to man up on HOCK. Is it going to be a linebacker? Good luck with that, because that ain't going to work. I mean, you would, again, we know HOCK. We know HOCK. We know HOCK isn't going to go dominate a secondary player. Dude, you always bring it up. The play was he was shut down by Tavai. Like, he's not going to do that. So who do we put on, Brad? What do you think is our best option? I would think Deshaun Elliott is massive. Because if you think back, Tracy Walker started on him, but he went out. Remember, he went out in this game. So it became Juju Hughes very quickly, and we had to shift because now with Juju Hughes, he can't go man up on TJ Hockenson or who their tight end was. I think it was Irv Smith. So it shifted everything. I think Deshaun gets him. Yeah.
Where's Iffy? He's 6'3", 215. Where's Iffy?
Yeah. Right.
Where's
This would be the game, wouldn't it?
Like, I would lean towards Deshaun Elliott, but now it's kind of like, where's this 6'3" corner? This athletic freak at? I'm being real. Y'all are like, it may be time to put Iffy on the guy. He's a big body corner that's athletic and fast. Put Iffy on him. Why not him?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm down with
that.
Our
secondary. He's our biggest DB. And he's probably one of the most athletic DBs too. If we're talking for like RAS stats, 40, acceleration, vertical, things like that. Where's Iffy at this point? I throw them a curveball. I'm like, okay, Iffy. It's time. Buckle up, Bubba. Go guard 87. That's his number. 87.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I like that. You're right, man. This is the game to do it. You look at matchups, if you're playing this much man, you got to have someone that can
throw him a curveball. Throw him a curveball. We're running man. Like, we run a lot of man. So, big body, Iffy, athletic freak, guard TJ Hockenson, bro. That's how I would do it. It wouldn't be any small Will Harris, nothing like that. No, I'm putting we're going height versus height. Hot, you 6'4", 6'5". We got a big body athletic freak against you. That's what I'm going to do. I want to see what he's going to do.
I like that.
What? I
like that, man.
Throw him
That would be the game to do it, man. This would be the game to try it out, see what it looks like, man. Give him a possession. I mean, they tried it against the Patriots, and they put Savion Smith on their tight end, and he got hurt. I don't remember who their tight end was though. Was it Hunter Henry or something?
I don't know. That was a weird play, bro.
I mean, I walked up there and got hurt.
It's not funny. It's not funny because he got
it's really not. But it was
off and everything.
It was weird. It was
how he got hurt. I don't know. I'm a Lord forgive me. It's not funny when he gets hurt, but I don't know how that man got hurt.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Put Iffy on HOCK, bro. I think we can beat them too. I know we can pull this off. It's in the D. Let's get it going.
See, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep watching. We're gonna
what, bro?
Because I can man, it's so goofy when he got hurt.
He just slipped. He slipped.
I feel so bad, man. We're wishing the best, Savion. Get better, man. Get better, man. You're a dog.
He's cool. He was fine.
Dog.
Hours later. I think he was just. No, I'm not gonna say that. Whatever. He got hurt. I thought it was because he. No, I'm not gonna say that. Go ahead.
Nah, but here's what I like though, right? To that matchup.
No, boom. That's what I thought it was. A false. He got beat. He didn't play hurt. I'm not gonna say that. He was hurt.
Hawkinson for us played a lot.
Play, bro. He got torched. Yeah, he did. I don't know. I'm thinking of that Savion play because
we gotta change topics, bro. Because it's not gonna. I'm gonna keep picturing him falling down.
Mad yards, and I don't know how he got hurt.
I feel so unfortunate, bro. But you know how sad that is, man. He was so high. I bet that was a shot. That's sad. Awful, yeah. You know. But it was sad. It did look good. Right.
Yep.
But I would say, I don't know how the Vikings have used him. But we played HOCK a lot in the slot, right? You know that we put HOCK in the slot all the time. So Will's gonna match up with him. I'm trying to move on, Chad. This is what.
I don't want Will to match up with him. No, that's not the guy.
No, I do. Will can cover tight ends, bro. That's what Will's about. Will play. That's what Will did in college. Will was a tight end stopper in college, Red. That's what he was. He was the dog, man. Yeah. Then he put Mike Hughes in the slot. You go 2 slot corners. Okay, boom. Will Harris, Mike Hughes. You take KJ Osborne. You take TJ Hawkinson. That's a tight end stopper you got to deal with. Because I don't want Mike Hughes on him. He's just too big. So
I want Iffy on him.
Give him Will Harris. I like that matchup. Yeah, man, that's exciting.
I get nervous anytime Will Harris is in man coverage. I'm sorry.
Now, Will Harris is he did have a pass breakup though last year. I mean, not last year. God. He had one pass breakup though last year. You remember that one? No, he had a pass breakup this last week, man. You know how it is. They had 7 drops too. That's still unfortunate, man. Jaguars dropped so many
Jones dropped the ball a lot.
Evan Ingram, that's so. You know how mad I couldn't if I had to put myself in their shoes. If we were rooting for the Jags, dude, I would have been losing my mind, man. I couldn't imagine.
I've been upset. Come on, bro. How are y'all dropping the ball? Y'all get paid to do this.
Hey, you wanted to cut Austin Bryant for 1 penalty. This dude dropped 7 passes. Austin Bryant gone, man. That was it. Oh my god. Here, let me get you some advanced stats, Rad. You want to hear some advanced stats? Give me your thoughts on these.
Go.
Minnesota Vikings defensively, they're 16th in run stop rate. Their best run stopper is Danielle Hunter. All right, that makes sense. Top 10 in the league, actually, in edge rushers. 29th in pass rush win rate. That's 33%. Where are the Lions at? 32. We don't have to do that. We don't have to go into that. Point is, Vikings don't get a lot of pressure. Flip it to their offense. Wait, do I have their offensive stats? I think I have them. Okay, actually, not have. Oh no, wait, do I have them? I don't have them.
That's the ball 40. No,
it's
no.
Oh, here we go. They're 16th in pass block win rate and they're 16th in run block win rate. We know they're not a great offensive line. It's just kind of I mean, that's the game that Charles Harris went crazy because they had a guard at tackle. But they don't get a ton of pressure. They're just not great in any area to me, man. Their secondary's I mean, if the big thing is Harrison Smith, though. He's the guy. Harrison Smith is the dude. If Harrison Smith's going to play, he's going to play.
Harrison Smith is a vet. He's nice, but I think we can pull this off, bro. And it starts with our offensive line.
Line. You see that?
That's it.
And that's the – yeah.
and contain those receivers. You're not going to completely shut them down. Just contain them. Don't give up the big play. I can't sit here and say we need to come out and cover 4 because whoa.
Brad, look, now you got the stats next to you. You can break it down for us. Point them out. What are we looking at? All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll
I'm
back
back.
it up.
We can't come out and cover 4 because they do have a running back named Dalvin Cook, and he could gash us. I said we
Cover 4, man. What are we doing? What are you talking about, man?
I don't
Cover
like
4.
giving up the big play, bro. Look, you give up that.
My goodness.
You get it.
You know who our coordinator is, Brad?
I know he's not running no cover 4, bro. Listen, I know that. I just don't want to give up those big plays, bro. Contain those big plays and stop the run. Stop Dalvin Cook. Don't let him get going. If we can shut early, we can get it going. Deshaun Elliott need to come out here and make somebody first series.
Yes. I'm with you, man.
And hopefully Goff doesn't throw the ball 40 times.
I mean, he won't.
He's not.
He don't need to this game, man.
Good.
Hey, I saw that Jaguars played so much cover 3, man. Every play was a safety in the box. Safety in the box. They did like 3 times. They put 2 deep safeties when we ran the ball. We didn't run the ball that well against them, though. By the way, we didn't run the ball that well, but
we did solid. It was enough.
It was enough. That's
I wouldn't say it's good. It was enough.
But they were playing for the runs too. They had 8 guys in the box all the time, man. And that's why we torched them. You know, Vikings gonna be a little different. Run the ball all over them because they don't have very good run D. Brad.
James Houston's getting 2 sacks.
Jared Jacobs getting his first pick.
I like that.
Because you know he's gonna be firing that thing to Thielen over and over, right? He'll get beat a couple of times.
I like
and
that.
Pick one.
I like
that. James Houston gonna keep eating. If James Houston gets 2 sacks, we might have to re-sign him right now. I mean, he's a rookie, but that's like a contract. We gotta figure it out. You know, this dude's going crazy. Hey, he got 5 sacks and 20 snaps. This dude's a problem. We need to make this thing happen, man. I'm trying to tell you. Interception. Okay. With that. All right, man. We're gonna wrap this thing up. We may be back tomorrow with our second half adjustments. Maybe talk more HOCK and all that kind of stuff as we watch the game more. Brad, this was fantastic. And golf.
Always.
My man said you should make it say golfsome. What do you feel about that?
I heard it.
You rock with that?
Golfsome? No.
It sounds kind of weird, actually, now I'm saying it out loud. Maybe don't do that. Maybe just
he's still golfing in my book. But hey, I trust him.
Hey, that Brad created. He didn't create that. He came up with that. So yeah.
And Golful, we trust. I still trust him.
Look, I
trust him, but he's Golful. You know what I mean?
Brad, give us some words of wisdom on the way out, man.
Great show, like you said, man. I love it. We may be back tomorrow or sometime before the game, giving our second half adjustments. Words of wisdom.
Hold up, Brad. Before you do it, I got to turn off the beat. This has to be, we really got to. Everybody, be quiet and focus, please. Hey,
words of wisdom. Man, take me off. Pull me back.
Brad, what are you doing, man? You gotta give the words of wisdom, man. We're trying to have any
words of wisdom. Hey, you know what?
All right.
Words of wisdom.
Hold up before you
look
do that,
both ways before you cross the street.
Hold up before you do that.
There it is.
Now that
was my words of wisdom.
Here we go. Are you ready?
That was it. Nope.
Here we go. All right.
Look both ways before you cross the street.
All right. Here we go.
I already gave it. You know what? Real talk. Everybody have a good night. Stay blessed. Keep people around you. Protect your energy. Keep them negative people, at bay. Stiff arm them. You know what I'm saying? Drink water. And God bless everybody. And in golf, we trust. Go Lions. That's it. I'm done.
I like it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.